Well, Muckingham is certainly getting more and more dirty as the days go on. Alrighty folks, I'm Casey and welcome back to some Powerwash Simulator 2. We left off cleaning a campsite and found out there was a bear in the lodge afterwards because, you know, they were all really nice about that, wasn't they, when they gave us the job. Today we are heading over back into Muckingham from Power Falls where we were last time. And we've got this house to clean right here. So this is a Triobite Lodge. Apologies for how filthy it is. I've just got back from a dig in Alaska to find the house looking like this. And my other half, Karen, apparently vanished into thin air. It wouldn't be the first time. Whenever she gets a whiff of anything interesting, that's her gone for months. She's not complaining about stuff. Yeah, anyway, we want to start this job. This job pays like 1,000. Whoa, what the heck is that? It's like some sort of beam. Okay, question is, do we start from the top or do we start from the bottom? I say we start from the bottom this time. We usually start from the top. I'm going to go the other way around this time. So to start from the bottom and work my way inwards. Get this pathway done first. So welcome back to some Powerwash Simulator 2. If you've been following the series so far, we have cleaned the removal van that moved us into our office. We've cleaned a toilet that was absolutely disgusting. And a campsite that had a bear inside of it. That's what we've done so far. Now we are on to the Art Deco house. Kind of reminds me of a house flipper job, to be honest. You probably should have mentioned that. The house is directly underneath the beam path and is firing line for the famous Merman Hum. Oh, right. Is that what that is? Okay. We know what the beam of light is now. Just peachy. And I thought it had something to do with me being the chosen one to clean everything. Yeah, we could look at potentially getting like a new power wash. Like, too many different games, too many different buttons to bring up the menu. That's what this is. I need to straighten up in my chair. I'm sliding down it. Okay, wash your equipment. Like, we've got 1,200, which is like enough for this. I wanted to look at it, not buy it. Okay. Is there a way? Wash radical menu 1. Bex 1,500. And we don't have any extensions for it. I feel like this is the one that we bought. Wait, cool, that's F1. Oh no, there's a 2,400. There we go. Oh, that is much more powerful. Yes, we can tell a difference now. Absolutely can. There we go. Look, we are upgrading our washing setup. I also want to buy a skin for the van as well. There's an achievement to do that, and I want our van looking nice. But we'll wait till we get like the grand from this job, and then we can do a couple of those. Start to make ourselves look a little bit better. Get the pathway cleaned first. We don't want to be tracing this dirt all around now, do we? That's just no good for business. Yeah, this is so much more powerful. It unfortunately doesn't have any of the attachments yet. And I just spent like the most of my money on it, didn't I? Let's get back to the shop. We had 275. Wash your equipment. Like, no, this is one that we bought, wasn't it? Was it? Yeah, because it says sell. So we can buy the short extension nozzle, but we can't buy the long one. That's alright though. We've got multiple power washes. So we can make use of the other ones. That's not what I wanted to do. Get that one back out. A rubber dub. Make sure we get the path clean. We've got the scissor lift as well. There's an achievement to extend that to the max with a gnome on it. So I haven't seen any gnomes on any levels yet. But we'll see if we do find one. That's just a pigmentation of the ground. %4 of the way done. Look at that. 4% already. It's only taken 4 minutes. We'll get it done, though. We'll get it done a lot quicker than that. Get all around the outside, getting those nuts and graphists. I mean, what's this lady doing? I mean, she's gone away to you know, investigate something that's unique and interesting to her tastes, but she's left the house like this. Like, how does a house even get like this? It's quite gross. It does bewilder me how things get as dirty as they do in this game. But hey ho, it's City & Co. Everybody say hello. Hello. Okay, I need to just come and blast around the outside here. Well, to be fair, we probably should have done this one first. Okay, that's that pathway done. I can see where the segments are, so we should probably do this like in segments. So I know that I'm getting it all. So it looks like the next segment runs to about here. So we'll get this segment done first. Or second, should I say. There's no achievement for cleaning a certain part of this level first, like there was in the last level using a specific nozzle. Okay, I want to go back around this side because we've already partway through this one. Where were we? Yeah, we were like already partway through cleaning this. Well, I'm going to drag this, I think, around the outside as well. It's like the last one that we're coming up to. No. Sort of work our way backwards towards the first one there. Make sure that we get all of the grime and dirt out. We definitely don't want to see it left behind. They won't call us back. You know, we got a living to make here. We're not just opening up a power wash simulating business for nothing. There, that's that one done. Another one bites the dust, and another one washed to bits, and another one washed to bits, another one washed to dust. They won't call us back if we were washed to. Oh, look, our cats. Our cats are here, look. Hello, Ulysses. Nice to see you. Got an itch. Scratch that itch. And one more piece of pathway to go after this one. Yeah, it's like the back patio left. Oh, we got a message. Personally, I love the bean's gentle hum, but it drove Karen to distraction. Actually, maybe that's why she's not here. Well, yeah, I could imagine like sleeping without would be annoying. You know, I used to live near an industrial estate when I was younger, and you could hear the humming of the equipment all through the night. You know, they never shut any of it down, so you just hear like a constant humming. It sounded like there was a truck revving its engine outside your house at all hours of the day. It was so damn annoying. You know, my mum still lives right near it, and she complains about that all the time. So I can imagine how annoying it gets. I most definitely can. Should we do the door afterwards? Like, start from this area here and work our way around? I feel like I can do all under here and then stand on the platform going around to do up there. That seems like the logical choice in that avenue. So I guess we'll do that. Doesn't look like there's an interior. Okay, the door. There's no number on this door. Like, how do they know where to deliver the post to? Hey? Hey, you've got no numbers on your door. You got a Pokeball as a door stop. There's a doorbell, rather. Yeah, there's no numbers on the door. Oh, I'm surprised you get your parcels at all. Maybe they're on your mailbox. Maybe they are indeed on the mailbox. There's a mailbox at the end of the road. This is America, so, you know. That's a much more common thing in America than it is over here in Britain. Having the mailbox outside. We usually just have like a letterbox in our door. And that's it. Okay, did I get this doorbell? Yes. Did I get all of the entranceway? They're not individual parts this time? Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. We'll get the wall done. And then I think I'll do the roof after I've done like all the way around the wall. Well, not all the way around the wall, but all the part of the wall to where the roof ends. So just like kind of here. I don't know if the underside is going to be its own thing or separate. Yeah, it's a separate thing. I like that. I like that. There's the entrance wall done. Because we got, what is it, 3 stories? 2 and a bit stories. It's 2 stories, but there is that like bit on top that we got to deal with as well. Where it kind of arches up and over. The fancy detail, you know. Fancy rich people things. As they are. Could always try something new. They got to try something new every single time. Whereas me, I'd buy a whole haunted house. Something that's been around for a few hundred years. That's got more than its fair share of ghost stories. Yeah, that's what I'd buy. So, you know, like and subscribe so that one day I can live that dream. Yeah. Doing YouTube so I could buy a haunted house, eh? Okay. Do the roof. I think we'll do the roof first. It's kind of an awkward thing to do. And I typically try and get the awkward jobs out the way first. I mean, I don't think up there is going to be anywhere near as difficult as I was initially thinking. We've got the whole platform here to sort of walk upon. And that isn't a scissor lift. I thought it was. I think we do have the scissor lift, though. I think it's around the other side. It's there. Found it. It was right next to me. It was right next to me the whole time. Now, gamer's blindness. Gamer's blindness, as I call it. The gamer's blindness. It's that thing where you've been playing a game for too long that you start to not see the simple things in the game. You just become blind to what is simple logical knowledge, but you know, you've been playing the game so long that you don't pay attention to it. You know, or you just, like me, didn't look at that thing. It is a weird and strange house, but it is quite nice. I don't think I could live in it, but you know, some people could. If I had to, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But you know, I'd much prefer somewhere that's a bit more haunted. Or a bit more gothic in style, I suppose. A new job is available. Suddy Rich, fancy a shot at the movie business? Our stag dog needs a good washing down before tomorrow's shoot. Ah. Does it now then? I guess I know what I'm doing. Cleaning a car. That's going to be fun. That is most certainly going to be fun. Nice car. Although, I remember there was a car on the first one. I don't remember the name of the job, but the car had so much ingrained rust, you just kind of had to clean the whole thing with the red nozzle. For the most part, it was a really annoying one to do. It had some really awkward places. And then if you played the SpongeBob DLC for the first one, and you've got the freaking invisible boatmobile, that one's a nightmare. Trying to find that last piece of dirt. Very difficult indeed. Very difficult indeed. You know, but there were some jobs that I really enjoyed. It took me a while before I realized I could like do this, click something on it, and then it would highlight that bit of the job. I didn't actually realize that at the beginning of the job, so a lot of the times when I was missing pieces, I had to go around looking for them manually. Thankfully, I discovered it about a quarter of the way through the job, so not the end of the world. But still one of them quality of life features I wish I'd have known a bit earlier on. There was an achievement on the first one on all to roll a ball up a slide. That was so frustrating to do. That ball did not want to go up that slide. You know, in the end, I left it until I had the better power washers, so I could just blast it up there with a stronger power wash, and then it was somewhat easy. It's still a little bit frustrating. It was the only non-ASMR part of the game. The only part. But apart from that, I quite enjoyed the game. And I kind of liked some of the DLC levels and all. Like the Alice in Wonderland one. Those ones I think are amongst some of my favourite levels that I did in the first game. Those ones were so creepy and strange, but in a good way. I loved them. I love them. The Wallace and Gromit one I didn't think too much of. Like that one was that was a letdown, I think. Even though I like Wallace and Gromit, I didn't enjoy the DLC as much as I think I was expecting to enjoy it. Yeah, but the Warhammer one, I really liked that, even though I'm not into Warhammer. It's only because I've not an exposure to the Warhammer franchise. I think, you know, given exposure, I would definitely be in it. Is that the trim? I feel like what we're missing is just up there. Okay, I'm just going to double check this trim, make sure that we've got all of it on the sides. Does seem like it. We'll wait till we get back to the door. Yep, just missed like a little bit here. I'll get the wall clean now. The wall and then the windows. Oh, frog in my throat. Apologies. It is like first thing in the morning. I'm recording this in the last episode back to back, so I'm still waking up, still coming around. That's that one done. Gotta stop hitting the right click button. Oh, these window panes are their own individual thing. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind. So does that mean that the frame is its own thing? That could be awkward to clean. Like realistically, if we started this at the top, it should just wash the bottom away, but that's not how this game works, unfortunately. But then again, it could also wash the dirt into areas, so it's one of them double-edged swords where it can be beneficial and non-beneficial at the same time. There's the frame done, there's the frame. The frame is its own thing across the entire window. Right then. Is that going to be the same for all the windows, I imagine? I can't anticipate them being different. Can't imagine that. I am curious, like, what kind of stories are going to be told within the jobs in here, because, you know, I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the messages and whatnot, but if you did in the first one, there was some interesting, amusing antidotes going on in there. Well, that's that done, but it's not finished. That's probably because there's all this grime on the side here, Katie. Clean the side first, would you? There we go. We may as well do this window as like one thing going all the way around. Yeah, we've still got all of up there to do. Nope. Wait, where's the beam gone? Wait, what? What? Oh, the beam has gone. Maybe if you cleaned your house, the beam wouldn't have been a problem. Hey, something's changed. Oh, great. We getting the story? Is there a plot this year? Yeah, wasn't that beam keeping the volcano in check? Oh, great. I've cleaned the house and somehow erupted a volcano. Wasn't me. Wow. We better be careful with this job. Maybe we should just walk away and go and do the car. Yeah, let's leave. Let's go to the car. We're done here. I ain't erupting a volcano. Now we'll finish the job. I can't start a job and then go on to another job, leaving this job unfinished. That would irritate my OCD. I'm glad we picked up this new power wash, though. Making things a little bit easier on us. It's like a greeny window, no it's not. Didn't get the ka-ching for this area. There we go. We got it in the end. Thankfully, there's no like grounding grid on this one. This window's coming up nicely, I should say. Look very clean. Which is very simple. We can get this window done fairly quickly. Well, I say that. it's now being a bit more difficult. There we go. We've got this front window too. Is that all of this window done? Yep. We've got the side door. Make sure we get that clean. Well, I say make sure we get it clean. We should probably just leave it dirty. A volcano in the distance. Okay, is this its own thing? Nope. That's the door done. Now on to the wall. The wall of deathly dirt and grime that is out to get us by erupting a volcano. Yes, looks like there might be a plot this year. So, if you played Powerwash Simulator 1, what was your favourite level? I want to know. I'm curious. What was your favourite level? I enjoyed the final level, the temple. It was a long level, though. That took several hours to do. But I enjoyed the whole story and the plot that they gave to it. Yeah, they gave a plot to that level. So, you know, I definitely enjoyed it. It was the one that helped my cousin clean up somewhat. And naturally, as soon as this one came out, I was very excited to play it. It's such a simplistic, well, I shouldn't say simplistic game because it's quite in depth, but it's such a simple idea, just power washing something, and yet it took the internet by storm when it came out. You know, the first one really did well. Is there not? Yeah, there is a trim here. I want to make sure that I get that window trim. We are cleaning something here. It doesn't look like we aren't. We aren't, but we are. There we go. We did get like all of that. Yeah, we did. Okay, we've almost finished with the downstairs. Time to move on up. We're moving on up. Almost anyway. One more window to do and a wall. And then we're upstairs. Now we can peek inside, see what the bathrooms are like. Like some of these houses have really cool and intriguing bathrooms for sure. Just hopefully nobody's home. It'd be a bit spooky. First floor window. Yeah, there, look. We got a little bit more. Okay. Where's me ladder? Grab the ladder. No, put the ladder down. Plonk it in place. There we go, look. And up we go. Okay. We want to make sure we finish this canopy off because it was like the sides that we didn't get done of part of downstairs. I'll make sure that gets finished first. And then I think what we might do is we might actually go up there and clean on top, leaving the second floor for last. There. Whoops. Hey, Dude Dirt Finder, it's been a while. I have a big job for you, giant in fact. A billboard with the greatest announcement in the history of our country. Oh, right, we got another job. They're just flooding it at this point. I can't keep up. Yeah, I'll be out there to clean that in the near future. Don't you worry about that. I'll make sure that it gets a nice... Oh, yeah, there's the trim done. I'll make sure it looks lovely and clean when I'm done. Don't worry about that. It'll look absolutely sparkling. Dirt in here is a bit more ground on than it was down there. But it is no match. We have a new power wash. Now, I think we'll do this floor, then we'll move up. We're approaching the halfway mark. Whoa, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Take my power wash and help me out. There's going to be like a part of this canopy that I miss. I just got this feeling. But I like the fact that they've given me a floor up here to stand on. You know, some of the jobs, like the fire engine job, you had to do that without using any equipment. If I remember correctly, it was like you had to try and get that whole job done without any equipment for an achievement. And it was an awkward son of a gun to do, for sure. That's that cleaned. Should we get it all the way to the wall there? We cleaned something. Definitely cleaned something. Well, that's a lot better than it was in the first one. In the first one, it was like a wooden plank thing. Really didn't make me feel safe. Okay, how much more have we got to go of this sort of pathway around? We've got to be close to joining back up. Let's see. We are nowhere near joining back up. Oh, we're going to switch angles. Going to come at it from this way. That way I can start working my way around from the, like, little, well, I don't know what it's called, scaffolding thing. Yeah, the scaffolding thing, the technical term. Technical power washing here. That's the plan. Oh. Someone move the floor. Why do people keep moving the floor? Stop moving my floor. I like my floor underneath me. Not over there, and up there. Doesn't work if it's over there, and up there. It only works if it's underneath me. There we go. One more down, one more to go. Make sure we get all in the little nooks and crannies. We want to make sure this place is sparkling so that the volcano can then just trash it afterwards. Like, all our work's going to be in vain because that freaking volcano. Like, who lives near a volcano anyway? That's why I like England. We don't have volcanoes. We're safe. We don't have volcanoes. We don't have poisonous reptiles. We don't have spiders. Okay, we have spiders, but we don't have the Australian types of spiders. You know. I don't like spiders. There's 3 things wrong with spiders, and they're all the same thing. They live on the same planet as me. Like, of all the habitable worlds in the universe, surely they can go and find one. And then every time I say that, I am reminded of the logic that, well, if that's the case, if there is so many inhabitable planets out there, then there's likely one that is full with spiders. I mean, can you imagine spiders with an intelligence level of humans or greater? Conquering the universe? You know, I'd rather not. And now we're approaching our scaffolding again. So almost brought that back. We've almost finished the canopy. You know, I think I am going to go up top and leave this floor for last. This floor looks a lot easier to clean than I anticipated, and I want to see what the top looks like. So we'll finish the floor off, and then we'll come back down here. And then I know I've only got this to finish. There we go. Okay, I need a ladder. Can I just, like, jump up here? There we go. Yeah, we'll start up top here. Get it as clean as we possibly can. We might need the scaffolding over this side, look, to get actually up here. Like, I could drop down there. That might be an option. But we'll do that later. We'll do that later. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of an awkward roof to clean. Lots of weird angles and shapes that we got to get into. I need a drink. My throat is going dry. I've been talking for like an hour and a half straight. And I keep getting a frog in my throat. But that's okay. It's okay, it's okay. You're welcome. One of the few Disney films that we watch here in Buckingham. It's a bit difficult to sort of do your speed on the PC, I think, there. Like, I used to have a really good way of just holding the analog stick at the right speed where I knew I was going to get it cleaned, but I was moving as fast as I could as well. But obviously, there's no... You use a... Like a stick on the... Use a... What are they called? Why am I joystick? What are they called? Analog stick, that's it. Wow. I can't believe, like, how difficult that was to find in my memory bank. Yeah, use that, and it's a lot easier to just move at a certain speed. Not as easy when you're on PC. But the ability to actually use a power washer with the mouse is so much better. And I pose that question to you. If you play on PC, do you play with joysticks? Do you play with controllers? Or do you play with mouse and keyboard? For me, I play almost exclusively with mouse and keyboard. I think that the only time I would use a controller on PC is if I was playing a racing game, and I would probably plug in like a steering wheel controller. You know, or like something like Truck Simulator. That I would definitely use a wheel for. But you know, apart from that, I'm like mouse and keyboard. It took me a while to get used to mouse and keyboard after growing up being a console gamer. But when I did, I was like, I can't go back. I can't go back to controllers on the PC. I use them fine when I play on my Series X, but not on the PC. For my wife, she is the other way around. She is pretty much exclusively controller. You know, she always plays with her controller. She much prefers it over the mouse and keyboard. I think Minecraft's the only game she plays with a mouse and keyboard. So what do you prefer? What do you prefer? We're up to 53% now. The roof is getting cleaned. We ought to take a look around and see if we can see that volcano now when I think about it. Like, can we see the volcano from up here? There's mountains over there. There's mountains over there. There's mountains, but not anything that I would say is shaped like a volcano. Like, I think that's the closest one, but as soon as I look at it, it disappears. So, maybe. Maybe that is something. It's the only one that seems to disappear when we look at it. Okay, I've fallen down here. Well, I guess we're going to do the side, I think. First is probably beneficial. Since we're here. Get this done. Well, there's some grime dug in there. We got it. We got it in the end, though. We got it in the end. We got it! Hey, look, Mom, I got it. We'll do that as a floor as opposed to a side. Is that a little bit crud there that I'm missing? Make sure we get that while I notice it, because that'll be one of those that irritates me that I'm unable to find later on. Such an awkward roof, this. But then again, that's the whole point of the game. It's not meant to be simple and easy. It's meant to be chillaxing and relaxing, and it is. It's a kind of game you just put your feet up and play. You don't really need to think too hard about it. Just get to enjoy it. Absolutely love this game. I'm so glad that they brought a second one out. You know, and I find the DLC is fairly reasonably priced as well. Like, I think it was like £6.50 on the Xbox in the UK. You know, you compare that to a House Flipper, for example, that's like 20 quid for the DLC. I think it's not 20, it's like £17-ish. You know, I can't help but think that this is more reasonably priced. And I like it more. But the roof, it's getting cleaned. Like, there's no bird droppings up here, so we're lucky in that retrospect. You know, we could be cleaning off bird poop. But we're not. Okay, did we get, like, all the way around here? We did, yes. And we've done this side. Central fin. Okay, there's apparently more of this. There's some over here. Okay. Yeah, cleaned up for sure. And then I imagine like this front here, which I plan to use that to help me get on a longer nozzle on one of the other power washes. You know, although we might be able to afford the longer nozzle now, we have made a bit more money on this job, and we get paid as we sort of progress through the job. Or at least you did in the first one. I believe it's like the same in this one. Yeah, we're definitely making money as we progress through the job. That's good. Okay, that's that fin completed. Although I might try and get what I can from down there on that floor. But we'll go down there in a bit. We've got other things to take care of up here. Other floors and roofs to be done. And I'll have a little go around up here afterwards just to make sure we've got everything. I don't want to leave us hanging, you know. Having more to do. Make sure we got every nook and cranny. But we'll likely have to come back up here because it's likely that I will miss something. But we're at nearly 60%. The job's getting done. It's a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest. But, you know, no job too big for the power washer. We are rinse and repeat after all. That is our job, that is our nickname, that is our title, and that is exactly what we do. We rinse them, then we repeat them. Except for the toilet. That one can just, you know, stay there forever. Ain't going back into that. It's okay, peeps. Data suggests that all is well on Mount Rushless. No seismic activity whatsoever. Oh, good. The volcano is fine. We haven't erupted it. That's good. That's good. That would not be very good for my business module. Rinse and repeat, Powerwash simulating business. If you want your place power washed, be sure to contact us. We will come out, clean it from top to bottom, ensure that it is sparkling clean and then destroyed with the volcano eruption. That's not a good business module that I would have. I think I've got the other side to do as well. Yep. The other side's a sort of bigger job. It's a much, much bigger job for sure. But we'll get it done. Is that a bit of dirt that I missed there? I missed a bit of dirt there. How did I miss that dirt? But it's okay, it's okay. We're getting it done. With the volcano eruptions in the background, we are getting it done. So I'm wondering, like, what other jobs are we going to be facing here? Will we face a temple job again? Like, I imagine that, you know, knowing the way this game works and the way that the first one worked, that we'd be doing some, like, ancient temples along the way. We'll be definitely doing some more vehicles. And then I'm wondering if we'll do, like, any more amusement parks. There were some amusement parks in the first one. Like, one of the jobs was the amusement park. Like, you would find that a lot of your jobs would sort of build on. Like, you'd get the Ferris wheel first of all, then you got the Helter Skelter, and they were all part of the same, like, amusement park area. And so you realize that you were doing more and more jobs in this amusement park. So I'm wondering, like, if maybe we're doing a couple more of the other houses around here. You know, things like that. Maybe we'll do the shops in the around where the toilet was. That kind of stuff. Things like that. Although now I think about the state of this house, this could be so dirty because of the volcanic eruption. Maybe the volcano erupted in the past and then, you know, we're here. Makes sense. Because it is dirt, right? 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 Okay, maybe not. Too much wishful thinking. Okay, we've almost like done the entire canopy top, which will be good. That'll be that cleaned. Make sure we get into these nuts and crannies here. That's that fin done. I want to check the fin on the other side as well. I believe we got it done, but I do want to check it. There's that roof done. And we should be able to finish the canopy top off as well. Can't see there being much more that we've left undone here. Yep. And then we'll get the top bit of this done. We can get that when we do downstairs, so I ain't too concerned about that. Okay, so we've done that. We've got the central fin to finish, but I feel like it goes down there, yeah, and it goes down this side too. So I'll get that sort of as I go down there. I feel like we're going to be getting from awkward angles up here, and I don't kind of want to do that, so definitely down there is the beneficial one. Another giant wall to clean. Yay! I'm glad we did up here first, because this is definitely a bit more awkward than that second floor, for sure. Get the awkward jobs out of the way so the rest is a breeze. Make sure we clean the fins. I might have to go back up there and grab a bit that I missed. Okay, nope. We're good. So, what bits do you think I'm going to miss? There's always some bits you end up missing in this. I've got a feeling that I've missed some things up here on the roof. Like, I definitely feel like this is going to be the area that I have to come back to. But, you know, I suppose we'll see. We've got like a little decking down there. Is that another telescope down there? Stargazing. And I'm trying to pay attention to things like that because all of the jobs like in the first one kind of led you in the direction that the story went into. I mean, you got to look really hard to find the plot, but it's there. So I'm trying to like kind of figure out what's going on there, you know? Because it isn't set on Earth, that's for sure. Like, this is a different planet in my opinion, anyway. It feels like it's definitely similar to Earth, but not quite as Earth. We've got strange beams and things like that. Although it does make reference to some of the ancient temples, so maybe I could be wrong on that one. Guess we'll find out as we sort of progress through it. The ladder's in the way. That's okay. That's not too much in the way. I think we can still get it cleaned with it there. I don't know. Don't think I have to move it. Right. We got the fin, or the trim rather. I've been calling these fins. They're trims. They're the fins. So there's the trim piece done. And we go down to like a little seating area in a moment. Get that telescope clean so we can check the planetary alignments. Make sure that we haven't caused a volcano on Marsington. I don't know. I was trying to go for something that was Cleanington, but, you know, it didn't work out as well. So did I get all that trim up there? That's the question. I guess we find out. Guess we find out now. It's such a relaxing game. Oh man, we should do like here. So I got to do on top of the trim as well as I sort of come down the area here. As we come down the slope, gotta make sure that this is cleaned. I'll clean that one from down here so we can get a better angle on it. That's a bit more grounding than I was expecting. If we move forward, then I can clean at a faster pace, and I can stay on target. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got the telescope, which I'm curious about. We keep seeing those. It was like if you played Crime Scene Simulator, there were ducks in like every level. And then if you played the nightmare version of a level, that was beyond trippy for sure. Beyond trippy for sure. I want to actually make sure that we've got this trim cleaned. Because I've got a feeling that I'm going to miss parts of the trim. So I want to make sure that's cleaned. We go underneath it? Potentially? I don't know. Sometimes there's an underneath and sometimes there isn't. But I've got a feeling we can't even clean the trim from this angle fully. Like that is not dropping quick enough and we're near the end. Yeah, there's definitely an underneath to the trim. So what is... Oh, jump. Okay, imagine this part of the trim's on this side as well, yeah. Okay, trim's going to have to wait. I'm going to make sure I get underneath the trim though. I'm going to say that I'm going to miss some part of a trim somewhere along the way. And that's what I'm going to have to come back up here for. That's my thinking. Get the inner wall done. And then I'll use Cleaner Sense to see if we can see any more grime and grud underneath that I may have missed. Okay, that's that wall done. Nope, managed to get it all there. Didn't manage to miss any underneath that part of the trim. Try and get a good angle so I can get wider bursts and we can clean faster. Although sometimes it's just about sitting back and enjoying it. Okay, I don't see any sort of orange shining underneath there. Well, there's a bit underneath there. There we go, we got it. So it looks like the second floor is going to be about 20%. I want to say. I think we're going to be at about 80% when we go down there. That's my guess. Oh, it's still quite dirty. I mean, there's tiny bits, but I don't think that's going to really make too much of a difference. Although some ones can be really pedantic, as I've said in the past. Saving the telescope for last. Well, not for last, but for last up here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, alright? Make sure we get behind the door here. Okay, window, balcony wall. Okay. Table and chairs and the floor. That's about all we got left on this balcony. And we're going to try and finish off the rest of the roof that we've started but couldn't finish because we were at the wrong angle for. Clean the floor around the table, I think, first. If we clean this floor here, then I can at least somewhat see what's still dirty. I might as well do the rest of the floor now I've started. Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Volcanic eruption? Well, if this is the last episode in the series, then, you know, I set the volcano off and we perished. And my business went out of business. Wishy, I've just heard from Sonia. The beam's gone because someone's stolen the merman's gems. Oh, right. I see. So it wasn't me. Ah, good. That's good. That's good. That looks like a statue that we had to clean in the first one. Okay, wonder. Potentially. Okay, the floor is done. I just need to sit back. I keep sliding down my chair today. I don't know why. I think I've just ended up getting too relaxed. You know, I don't know when I'll next be able to play this. So I've got to pre-record my videos. I'm enjoying what I can of it. As I say, I got family staying over next week. Or, you know, I think this is this week as you're watching this video. So I got to pre-record in advance. It's a lot of work. Let's see if I can get under here. Yeah, there we go, look. What am I missing on these chairs? Okay, that's the chair done. This table. That's that chair done. There's a bit there I'm missing. Good, good, good. Okay, telescope. Or whatever it is. It's not a telescope, is it? It's like a... Was it theodial? Theodolite. I have no idea what those are. Looks like some sort of ship tool. Make sure we don't fall down. So where are we missing stuff underneath? There we go. 81%. I was close. I was close. The problem is we are very close, so we don't have a wide burst as I would like. But that's okay. Yeah, this looks like the rest of the balcony trim that we were trying to get. If we sort of do this like sideways like this, we can get a much wider burst of spray onto the wall and the trim. And clean it just a tad bit quicker, I think. Yeah, just like that, look. That's working out perfectly. If we do this side first, I know I was going to start around where the scaffolding is, but this side doesn't look like it has too much to do. So we can get like the simple things out of the way here and leave that just awkward front for last, because we might have to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And they'll be able to see kind of like exactly where we need to be in terms of the trim. So I think I'll go to the end there and then I'll turn around and go back the other way. Although that does leave us with two sides because we're going to have the front and the back. That's going to be a little bit complex to do. And I usually deal with the complex stuff first. But in this instance, just because I feel like it's going to be difficult to see where I need to clean and where I don't need to clean, I'm going to leave it until I've cleaned a lot more of the... No, someone moved the floor again. They keep doing this, keep moving my floor. I feel like it might be easier if I were to clean from the bits that I can see and bits I can get to first. Yeah, I hope I'm making sense. I gotta figure out just to stand up without having to go through the whole process of cycling. Okay, is this wall like not done? Oh, this is part of that. Okay, this is part of the wall. I thought they'd have been individual and separate pieces. They usually are, but in this case, no. They're part of the same side. Get all that crud off. Look at it. It's a volcanic eruption. Someone stole the mermaid's beam. Mermaid's gem. Okay, that's that done. Right, we can move around. Grab that bit. I missed a tiny, tiny bit. Sometimes that tiny bit can be it all, and then other times it's like, nope, you can miss like a huge patch and it'll still let you have it. Okay, if we do this again, sort of like sideways, we get more spray and more area cleaned. Yeah, just like that, look. See, that's done, that's done, that's done. So now we need to get the wall done. And again, we'll leave the front and the back for last. We'll go ahead and do the sides. We'll leave this particular one for very last, because there's lots of bits where I think I'm going to have to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So maybe I actually just spin around and do the back now and then get that complex one out of the way. Although that defeats my kind of strategy. No, pick that up, place that there. Ladder was in the way of doing this, you see. Okay, yeah, I'll do that last. Yeah, we'll start from like here and work our way all the way around, and then we can do the back as we get there and then come around and finish up with the front. We've got a plan of action. Gotta make sure we get this banner key. We've got a bigger wall this side because we don't have that like little patio area to deal with. So I don't think this wall is going to be this wall. Nope, it's not. It's separate. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Go up and down and then across. Gotta kind of find that right rhythm for the different areas, you know. Some areas you can get a really good rhythm going and you can get it cleaned very quickly. Then other areas you're just kind of stuck trying to rotate your piece and try and get it into the right orientation. I can't quite reach that bit there. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be quite awkward to get. We'll leave that bit for a little bit later on then. We got a window coming up. I think we got a window coming up. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yes, a window. We got a window. Is it Windows 11? Joke. Yep, sliding down in the chair again, as you do. Alright, we've done the wall now. Yeah, we've done the wall. Kind of want to do this underside of this canopy. It's going to be very awkward to get the sides here. Trying to just sort of not do that. That's what I was trying not to do. Okay, excuse me. Put the power washer up. Went all the way around. Should have gone the other side because I fell down there, didn't I? Should be like on the other side of this. Are we not? Oh, yes, we are. Okay, I kind of wish there was like a way to hold shift so that you don't fall off when you go to the end. You just go as far as you can before you can fall off. But it doesn't seem like that's the case here. Right, we'll get this canopy done first. Just get it done. I don't want to keep falling off. And I got a feeling it's going to be a little bit of an awkward son of a gun with the angle. I mean, we're getting a good angle on it. I'm getting lots of spray up there, lots of cleanage in. So we should be able to actually get that done. As they should. Yeah. Just don't fall down. Just don't fall down. Don't fall down. Yeah, don't fall down. It's a long way down. Although I've fallen from ridiculous heights in this game and never perished, so you don't have a health bar, you see. It's going to be the awkward bit around the corner here. There we go, we did it. We got it cleaned in the end. Did I get all the trim done on this side? I did, yes. And take a step back now. Admire the work. That's that trim cleaned. Got the window to go and another piece of trim on this side. Just get a trim on this side done first. And we can sort of work our way into the window, get the wall finished and cleaned. Yeah, there we go, look. All lovely, jubbly and cleaned. Except for the big patch in the middle on the window. We will close one eye. If you close one eye, you won't see the big dirty patch, will you? No. See, problem solved. There we go, we did both those at the same time there. 2 jobs in one. Get that little bit of crud there. That's that pillar done. We are closing in on this job being finished, my friends. Only the front and back to do. Right, we'll get close to that. Let's do the hallway first. Not the hallway, the circular corner of the home. Like, it makes me think it might be like an Asian couple that lives here. I know that in their culture they prefer round walls because negative energy accumulates in the corners, I believe. So they round their corners. Or is that a Chinese thing? It's from one of those cultures. I find stuff like that very fascinating. Like what leads their architectural styles and designs, you know. You know, some people don't like, is it the foot of the bed facing the door? It's bad for the jiu-jitsu energy. Wait, no, Jujutsu Kaisen is an anime. It's bad for the, oh, what is it? It's bad for something, apparently. I don't really have much of a choice. It's kind of the only real position in the bedroom that the bed fits in. Okay, I want to make sure I get this, like, decorative block here. We got the one on the other side. Yeah, there we go, look. We did get the one on the other side, right? Yep. So now we've just got kind of this to clean. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare, I think. We're going to have to get up top again. Although what we could do, we could make use of the scaffolding. That would be perfect, actually, for this. Let me grab the scaffolding. Thankfully, I can grab it from quite a distance away. Although we may need like a different power wash. I don't know if this one's going to have the range. Because we don't have any of the attachments. Although we could like buy the attachments now, I suppose. Let's go into washer equipment. We've got this one. We could buy like, I don't want the extra long nozzle, just the long nozzle. And then, what was it? Nope, 3. There we go. Yeah, we've got the long nozzle now. There we go. That allows us to clean this from a distance and actually get that proper spray on it. Can I do it with the green one? I can indeed. Is that part of the same thing, those blocks there? I thought they'd be something separate. But okay. Central wall frame, and then we got the window surround. And then all we've got is that awkward front bit to do. Actually, is this the front? This might be the front. We've got the awkward back bit to do. Okay, I'm going to switch to the yellow nozzle to get the range there. Make sure we get down there. Okay, that's that bit done. That's the bit I was like concerned about not getting. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way! I don't know, maybe we've done more than I thought. Maybe we haven't missed anywhere. I'm pretty sure we have. Oh yeah, we've missed a frame here. Okay, that's a frame. I'm surprised that these, like, weren't their own individual thing. And I think we'll do the exact same. Use this around the other side. I want to spin it around, though. Oh, it was already spun around. What are we doing? Why am I going up the wall? But the... Okay. Don't really know what was going on there. My guy was having a Spider-Man moment. Spider cleaner, spider cleaner. Actually, can I move this closer? There we go. The closer I am, the better. Okay, do we start from the top or do we start from the bottom? I should have put this the other way around. I guess we can't. Oh, that's all grimed in moss. I'm going to have to go closer. Gonna have to go closer. Yeah, there's a lot of the crud that I can't get from this side. Okay, that's that done. At least that's that done. That's one piece done. Now we've just got Uso PP and Ulof to do. Yeah, let's go up the top. Get it started from the top. I don't think I've missed any places. Like, we missed the stones. We may have missed some dirt on some of the places that we've already cleaned already, but aside from that, I think that we might actually be good here. Okay, good. That's that done. This is coming together a lot easier than I expected it to be. Yep, that's that place done. You can actually probably go down here now. There we go. I was pressing that for some time there. Can we just... No, I have a thing for that corner. I have a thing for wanting to climb that corner. Oh no, I think that might be like a little bug in the game there. Oh no, I'm down again. I was up, then I was down. Yes, I made it. We'll come from this side where my guy doesn't have a habit of trying to climb the corners. And hopefully we can get the rest of the crud off here. Yeah, this is a bit ground in here. It's like the worst that we've seen so far, that bit. Should we get the decorative block? Try and leave the little roach thing until last, but I'm going to clean it once I've cleaned everything else in this area here. Okay, so it does look like we have missed something. Yeah, there's stuff over here, look. The ladder that I wanted to climb when it wasn't even there. Okay, trail bite entrance decorative block. It's like a roach. What did I miss? Over here, we missed one thing. I really missed this. Okay. There we go. Done. And here's the job. The volcano was prevented from erupting. The beam disappeared, and the volcano became active. But then, it decided it didn't want to be active anymore, and we didn't blow the place up. Thankfully. But, we did manage to clean it, which is good. Excellent job, Sprucey. I can see why Harper recommended you. Spotless house. Reduced to 0. Now all I need is to find out what Karen's up to. Yes. Go and find out where your wife has gone off to, my friend. In the meantime, we are heading home. And that is where I'm going to bring this episode to a close. It's been the longest episode yet, over an hour long, but I don't feel like breaking them down into smaller episodes because it feels like doing a specific job is a good way to end the episode. So that's going to do it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. Hit subscribe. As always, I am Casey. You are the Awesome Folk. Thank you so much for watching. You take care now, and I shall see you in the next one.